Well, here's the 425 we brought in for service. The big thing is we have a seal that's leaking on the front steering, the hydraulic steering. The hydraulic system is all one. So it's a hydraulic clutch that runs the drive shaft. So if the steering's leaking, we're losing fluid from the whole system. They're really expensive to buy a new one. I'm gonna see if I can find a used one on eBay, or maybe a new one on eBay cheaper. I haven't looked yet. This one, I should make a list. I can't make a list while I'm holding the camera. Needs a lot of little things. We're gonna change the fluid in the gearbox on the snowblower. We're gonna service the air filter. We're changing the oil. We put the heater in last year, the year before. I haven't even cut the ends off the zip ties. Let's see, what are there some little things. This wire needs to be zip tied up, something. At least out of the way so we're not stepping on it with our foot. This chain on the door, put a zip tie on the other one. That's as good as anything. These doors, there's flex in the cab, so when it moves, that needs to be tightened up. That could be part of our flex problem. So that's, pays to take some time and do a walk around, check some stuff. I know the radio doesn't work. Have to troubleshoot that. The coolant level's good. Doesn't appear to be using any coolant. We're going to top that off. Pretty basic stuff. We did change the hydro fluid and filters in here at the beginning of the season, so that's good. But the oil drain on this, here's the tube, if you can see in there. Put a wrench on there and open that up. I'm gonna get a bigger drain pan. I just pulled the filter. I wasn't sure where this one was, how it was set up. They're all a little different, it seems. But this is what's in the shop now. See, we need a rivet or two in there. Little things, needs a cleaning. Pulled the air filter plate off the engine, clean that up a little bit. Just going to do a little before. It's pretty dirty, hadn't been pulled off in a while. So I've taken a piece of a rag and stuck it in the carburetor, tried to. Now I'm gonna hold that down. I'm gonna actually film this. Try. I'm gonna hold that in there, and I'm gonna blow with compressed air around there to clean that out before I spray it with carb cleaner to finish it off. So I'm not sure where the best place for where the camera is. I don't know if that'll... Let's try there. So there we blew off the big chunks and then cleaned up with some carb cleaner. Got a little brush here, we can get down in. Kind of tight in here. I guess that's not the best brush. Try to clean that up. to blow some of that stuff off again. All right, I got the air cleaner back together. I already put the cover on, but I should have showed you there are 7 screws. Don't tighten them up. Put all 7 of them in, get them started. The 3 around the carburetor neck, I had to tap the screwdriver with a hammer to get those loose. They were very tight. Little trick there. All right, here we have a new oil filter. Going to put it on. Here's a habit I've gotten into. 3/22/16. $1,003 hours. It's 1,002 8/10. So we'll call it 1,003. Write that right on your filter. Now everybody knows. The next time comes, hey, do we need to change oil on the tractor? I don't know. When did we do it last? In theory, a guy would have a log book and keep track of all your equipment and write it all down, and you could sit down in your desk and plan what needs to be done for the week or month or whatever. That's the next step. We're working on that. All right, that's the next tip. Now I'm going to put some oil on that gasket and put it on. Here's another little trick. Got a funnel here. Doesn't want to stay in the filler for the oil. Get yourself a little piece of wire, put it through the hole, twist it there, run it to someplace where it'll hold. Adjust it to what you want. This one could probably have another wire, drill another hole here, put another wire here. Would hold it good. We're going to try this. Just so you can let your oil fill and go on to something else and not stand here and wait, and you can get your quarts can drip clean. Every little bit helps. Just a little piece of wire. Well, that little so-and-so didn't want to cooperate. So there's the second wire. Drilled the hole there. Make sure you clean that out good. I sprayed it with some carb cleaner. I got some plastic chunks. Got them out, blowed it out with air. Then you got your bottle in there just draining. You can go on and do something else. You can see I got some oil spilled because I didn't do it right the first time. So I put 2.5 quarts in there. And then we will start it up and run it so that the oil filter gets full. And then we'll shut it off and let it sit. And then it's lunchtime. And then when we come back, we'll check the oil and top it off to the correct level. And I'll show you another trick. When we do that. Sounds good. No missing, no throttle, no surging. Gives me every indication that we got all the vacuum lines and stuff hooked up right when we took the air cleaner assembly apart, put it back together. So now we'll let it sit so the oil can drain back down in the pan and we can get an accurate measurement of how much more we need to top off. Here, clean that off. This is the side cover on the mower, the inside. I just clean that off with some cleaner. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to write right on here, engine, 2 quarts full. So now we know how much to put in that engine. We don't have, don't have to guess, don't have to wonder. It's a little trick, a little something to make life easier.